Hey everyone! This is just a quick intro by me, Aziza, Gourmet Pens. You probably know me already. We are going to talk about not this pen, but what the pen is holding. The pen is wearing the new Franklin-Christoph, the new Franklin-Christoph extra fine, high performance steel flex nib. It's a number 6 nib unit, so you can screw it into your Franklin-Christoph pens that you already own. And it's only $25 US. Honestly, totally worth it. That's like 3 fancy Starbucks drinks. Totally worth it. I find it really enjoyable. I really like it, and I wanted to shoot this video so I could just show you how it can perform and how it can be useful in daily use as well as like for fun writing. So let's take a look at this in more detail. I just wanted to say hello, show you what we're going to be looking at, and show you that I am still alive despite how tired and dead I look, but I'm like kind of half alive. Anyway, no packaging because I have already unboxed and reviewed the Model 46 pen before, because right now we're just looking at the nib. It's all about the nib here. It's all about the serious nibbage. So we will see you in a second. Hey everyone! Because I've already done a video on the Model 46 by Franklin-Christoph, I thought I would just do a desk down version, because what I want to show you is actually in the pen. Sorry, that's weird. Franklin-Christoph had launched a flex nib quite a while ago, a couple years ago by now, and it was a Jovo flex nib with the shoulder cutouts, and quite a few other companies launched them as well because they are Jovo nibs. However, they were gold and a little more expensive, and now they have released this actually really awesome version, because this is an extra fine steel flex nib, and it's a number 6 nib unit, so you can either buy it from Franklin-Christoph on a pen, or you could just buy the unit, and I will tell you, it is $25 US, and it is absolutely worth it if you are at all interested in flex, or you just want something fun to write with, and I will show you why. Now, they did send me this nib for me to share with you, but I honestly think you're going to really like this, and I'm going to show you. So first thing we're going to do is just take a quick look at the nib. So we can just look at the details a bit. Extra fine, sorry, I'm coming up close. Extra fine steel flex. You can see there's ink going all the way to the tip. It's got a long slit that goes almost to the base of the nib. And it's got the 4 Franklin-Christoph diamond cut engraved. Now the shoulders are cut a little bit. You can see there, just to make the steel a little easier to flex. It is coupled with a plastic feed, and it works quite well. So let's take a look at it in writing. Sorry, hopefully that was not too blinding. I just wanted to show you a little bit of detail on the nib. I'm going to just fidget around here a little to try and get the right setup. My lights are really bright. Okay, we have... First, I'm just going to write a line to see if you can see what I'm doing. Yes, you can. Perfect. So this is the Franklin Christoph Flex. It is number 6 nib unit. The ink is actually Franklin-Christoph's blue 72, very standard like washable blue type color. Here is the nib with no pressure, and real time you can see how fast I'm going. It is quite well tuned, quite well adjusted. It's got a bit of feedback. Not surprisingly, it's an extra fine steel nib. This is all no pressure, so totally usable as a daily writer, like if you don't want to apply pressure all the time. This is all without pressure. Okay, so now let's do some of these lines, and I'll slowly add pressure. So there's where it about where it railroads. You're looking at like a double broad, if not triple. Pretty awesome. It keeps up fairly well, I would say, because I'm really pushing it here, right? And even when it does railroad a bit, it catches up quite quickly. Like, honestly, $25. It's so much fun. Great gift for yourself, for someone else. Okay, so I pushed it pretty hard there. So you can kind of see this is where its limit is at the double to triple broad line. Bit of feedback, but it's very pleasant feedback. I like it. It lets you know you're writing with a fountain pen. I enjoy it. It definitely feels more like a rougher, like a more feedbacky steel nib than a gold nib, like a smooth gold nib. Not an issue, but smooth. It's quite wet. Wet writer, wet nib. In terms of how much pressure you got to apply, like this is no pressure. This is very slight pressure. Here we're talking medium pressure. Here is heavy pressure. So heavy pressure is too much, like it's becoming too much for the feet to keep up with. But medium to heavy is kind of your sweet spot if you're looking for real variation. So there's a medium to heavy line. And now I'm mostly working with mediums and using a couple heavy applications. It's the kind of nib you just need to practice with. I mean, all flex nibs you need to practice with to get a feel for them, like see how they write for you, like how much pressure you need to apply. But because it's a number 6 nib, you can actually just unscrew the nib. I don't really want to do it because there's ink in here, but you can just unscrew the nib unit like this and then pull it out and put it in your other number 6 nib accommodating pens. So a lot of the custom pens out there, a lot of production models like from Edison and custom pens like from Lusso and Carolina Pen Company, they all use number 6, or typically they use number 6 Jovo nibs, so this will fit into your pens. So you don't have to buy a whole Franklin-Christoph pen, you can just buy the nib, and that's why I say it makes a great gift, because if you have a friend who likes flex, you don't know what to get them, $25 is a pretty sweet deal for them to play with a flex pen. Franklin. Christoph. Okay, so I railroaded a bit there. Now, I'm going to just do a bit more writing. I have a Disney Lady and the Tramp poster on my wall right now, so I'm going to just write that. Yeah, no pressure applied. We want to do medium pressure. You basically get a fine, like a wet, fine to medium line with moderate pressure. And if we want to use heavy pressure, we definitely get a broader line. You got to slow down if you're going to use pressure consistently like that, because it's going to have a little bit of hard time keeping up with heavy pressure. Not really surprising. I mean, you know, that's not surprising. This is pretty intense. So if I fall back to moderate pressure, you get a nice broad, double broad that keeps up well. So that kind of gives us an idea of the limitations of the nib. And again, I'm using the Model 46. I find it incredibly comfortable for this particular nib because it's so light in my hand. Like the pen itself is very light in my hand, and because I have to apply pressure, I don't want to tire my hand out with the weight of a pen as well. I do have damage to my nerves in my elbows and shoulder, and so using flex nibs is a little more difficult for me now than it used to be. But if I use this with slight to moderate pressure, I'm generally okay. So that is good to know, and then hopefully that gives you an indicator of like the relative ease at which you can flex the nib. So the cutouts actually work quite well. I'm just gonna show you. I'm just moving quite slowly so you can see how the tines open up a bit there. So it's a lot of fun. I'm recording this before Christmas. Hopefully I'll have this up soon within the Christmas season, so it will be relatively relevant. If not, I'm writing Merry Christmas anyway, and in a different style to show you that it can completely be used for normal writing and not just cursive. Cursive flex. You can also use it for printing with pressure. Got a lot of options. So there you go. I hope that was enjoyable, useful, gives you an idea of what you can do with this flex nib. Totally worth it for $25. I think it's a great idea, and I'm really happy to see a modern flex nib that is steel, that is affordable, and can be put onto pens that a lot of us already have, those pens that take number 6 Jovo nib units. So, Franklin-Christoph number 6 nib flex, $25 US. I'll put a link below so that you can shop for one for yourself if you're interested. And that is all, my friends. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to Franklin-Christoph for sending this over for me. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And if you guys get one, let me know what you think of it. You can find me as Gourmet Pens on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and there's something else, Pinterest. And I'm also out there as Toronto Pen Company at pen shows and locally teaching workshops and doing other things with cool tools. So come find me. I would love it if you would like and subscribe. It'd be much appreciated. And yeah, thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Bye.